Hey guys, I am making another video to answer some questions because a lot of people have been asking, what is Crohn's disease? Which I guess is a valid question that I haven't really answered because it's not really an easy thing to answer, because Crohn's is not like uniform for everyone who has it, and I don't want to give some sort of blanket answer and then have everyone be like, well, I've got Crohn's and that's not what I go through, but because it's different for everybody. Which is the first thing that they tell you, or at least that my doctor told me when I got diagnosed, is that what I'm going through is not going to be the same as what other people with Crohn's is going through because, well, first of all, they don't know that much about it. Like, they're learning more, um, but it's still kind of mysterious. One of my doctors from my first flare-up said that he thought with more research they were going to discover, like, specific different types of Crohn's because there's different treatments that work for different people and they treat entirely different things. One of them is like this micro antibiotic or something. We never even tried that one with me, which would imply it's some sort of microbacteria, but then other people that has no effect. And, for me, what worked for me was they put me on some immunosuppressants, which would imply it's because my immune system is overactive, which makes sense because every time I've flared up, I've either been sick at the time or like this past time I wasn't sick, but my allergies were really bad, and I don't really understand how allergies work, but it's something to do with your immune system, isn't it? I don't know. Um, so, yeah, I gotta get back on those immunosuppressants. That's what I gotta do, I think. But anyways, so it's a digestive thing. I'm googling it to help because I am terrible at talking science. I don't even understand science. um, it's a digestive thing mostly. It's considered a form of IBD or IBS or colitis, which are digestive things that there's some overlap in there. But Crohn's disease can happen anywhere in the whole digestive system, which is different, I guess, than the other three categories there. Like colitis tends to only happen in like the colon intestinal area. But like with Crohn's, you could have a flare-up that's more in your mouth or your throat, or anywhere. Fortunately, I have never had a flare-up in my mouth because I feel like that'd be really disgusting. And my apologies to everyone out there with Crohn's who has had that, because that's gotta suck a lot. The main symptoms are abdominal pain, extreme abdominal pain, really. They pretty much diagnose you with Crohn's when they can't figure out what else it could possibly be. It's like the go-to thing at the end of testing. Usually there is diarrhea or constipation. Occasionally both can happen at the same time, which is also not fun, you can imagine. Sometimes there's like blood in the bowel movements. Occasionally there is like a lot of gas goes along with that. I've been known to have that. And can give you ulcers, and there's inflammation everywhere. And I'm looking to see if there's any symptoms I haven't had on this list here. But Wikipedia is not really a good source. I should have gone to a real website. Oh, you can, well, I've talked about this a little bit because I have arthritis in several of my joints. It's called political arthritis, and it's something else that can come with Crohn's disease. So it's not even entirely digestive in that sense. I don't know what intestinal stenosis is, so I probably haven't had that. But it says that that can happen. And there can be abscesses and fissures in your intestinal or stomach lining. And yeah, I've had those. That's not fun. The big thing they worry about is sometimes those can lead to, they call it perforation, which is when you get a hole like all the way through the lining, and that can kill you. It doesn't happen very often. Mostly if you like are in the middle of a flare-up and for whatever reason still like doing Olympic training or something like that. Don't do Olympic training while you're flaring up. I don't even do Olympic training when I'm not flaring up. That's how serious I am about that. And oh, there's a whole section about things outside of the digestive system that can happen. I didn't know there was anything other than the arthritis. Yeah, arthritis. Or muscle insertions called enthesitis. I don't know what that is, but it sounds not fun. Oh, it can also affect your skin. That is a really gross picture. It can affect your skin and your blood system, and I'm just scrolling down to get past that picture because it is so gross. It looks like an ulcer on a person's leg is what that picture looked like. Oh, you can have anemia or exhaustion, which exhaustion I think would mostly be because it's very hard to sleep. Can have it can stunt your growth. That's related to the arthritis thing, but like for me, I have, if you were to actually measure me, you can't really tell by looking, but my arms and legs are disproportionately short compared to my torso, and that I think is because my growth in those areas was a little bit stunted by my first flare-up. In fact, they had they can do like a bone scan and tells you how much you're still going to grow, and they did one on my hand and said I was done growing, and then I grew like another inch or two, but it was all in the torso and not in any of my limbs. You can also get osteoporosis and oh wow, oh my god, there's neurological stuff too. You can get seizures, stroke, myopathy, peripheral neuropathy, headaches, and depression. Wow. And more gross pictures. Okay, I'm done looking at this on Wikipedia because that's getting disgusting. Fortunately, I don't have a lot of the symptoms, and I've never had a lot of the symptoms that I'm just discovering now. Oh my god. I'm very fortunate with my Crohn's disease because it could be a lot worse, and I knew that even before I went and looked at all of these symptoms. But, so the main way to treat it is through pills and diet, and there's all kinds of different treatments, but pretty much everybody has like certain foods they can or can't eat, and those differ for each person. My two things that I really cannot eat are tomato and pepper. Like anything with tomato and anything with any kind of pepper is very bad for me. Even when I'm in remission, I call it a mini flare, where I get like really bad stomach pain the whole time I'm digesting it. My doctor, who was talking to me, about the different types that I was talking about before, his theory on that was that because my Crohn's is very clearly immune related, that like my immune system might think of those as they're being digested as germs and be attacking them. I don't know. Anyways, so that's a little bit about what Crohn's disease is and does and is doing to me. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow morning, and hopefully I'll get on more medication than just the prednisone, which tastes like rust and is disgusting and doesn't seem to be helping all that much yet. And my face isn't even getting as puffy as I was expecting it to. Like, it got a little puffy at first, but it should be round by now, I feel like. So they'll probably just increase my dosage. That's awesome. Anyways, so yep, that's what's going on in my body right now. But I got to see the doctor tomorrow, and hopefully we'll make some more progress, and I'll start to get better. I'm hoping this doesn't last as long as the first flare-up I had, because that was 2 years, and we didn't know what was going on or how to treat it at first. And they know more about Crohn's disease now than they used to. So hopefully this won't last as long, and be back on my feet by my birthday at the end of next month. But we'll see what happens, and I will keep everyone updated. Yay for doctors stuff. Maybe I'll get a painkiller that doesn't make me so loopy also, huh?